The interview table. 1 sec here. There we go. Now you can see that we have head coach Bonnie Hendrickson along with junior forward Taylor Mole. Just a couple things before we start here. The Gauchos hit 18 three-pointers, which was a conference tournament record. They are also the highest scoring non-advancing team in tournament history with 90 points. We're going to start like we did previously with Coach Henderson giving us a brief synopsis of tonight's game. We'll open it up for questions for Taylor, and we'll open it up for questions for both. If you have a question, just raise your hand and we'll get to you. Or you can type it in the chat box as well. So, Coach, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, just, they scored 90 points, home or away, or in a neutral floor conference tournament, and you got to find a way to win. And certainly for us to manufacture some offense from a three-point line. But if you look at them, it just more they got more aggressive and got more 50-50 balls, all the free throws, all the straight line drives to the rim. If you look at their twos, 40 or points off of turnovers, you're going to battle back and forth. I mean, it's, they've scored off a few more turnovers. Offensive rebounds are similar, but we just wait, and we score 90, and we still talk about some wasted possessions in the fourth quarter. We just, make some bad decisions, but it's your defense is going to tell you if you're going to win or not, and your offense is supposed to tell you how much you'll win by, and got to be better defensively. Can't give up 92 points. Can't give up 90 points on straight line drives and not sinking and kick out threes. And certainly that one stings. And just our activity level defensively we weren't where we needed to be, flying around. And in stretches we were, not the whole game obviously, but too much. We're just on our heels. And the person with the more aggressive player in that situation won too many matchups.
First question is over to Mike Klan. Go ahead, Mike. Mike, you're still on mute. There you go.
Hey, Taylor, sorry about that. Can you just tell me about the growth of this team? I mean, you guys finished the year winning 5 of 6 heading into this tournament. You play a fabulous game tonight. Really could easily advance. Just the improvement you see in the last month of this team.
Yeah, we definitely started with a lot of injuries. Myself and Megan, I guess we were transferred, so we weren't sure if we were going to play. So to have us be able to play, it was a huge, asset to the team. But over the last, month, we've just really hit our straps and we hit form right when we needed to, ready for the tournament. But it's just a tough pill to swallow right now because I know it should have been our game to win. We scored enough points, but yeah, couldn't have been prouder of the team. We've just grown so much and they're a great team to be part of, but we're looking forward to next year.
And I'll go over to Arthur Wilkie. Go ahead, Arthur.
Yeah, Coach Henderson, I mean, this season has had so many challenges in it and so much adversity that your teams had to grow through. How proud of you, or how proud of the team are you?
Yeah, Taylor alluded to it. We start the year with not knowing if Taylor and Megan are going to be able to play. And then Natalia gets hurt after our second game, we're playing with 8 at that point. Well, then we get Taylor back, and the day that Nat goes down after the second game, then Meg goes in the boot for the second game. So we never play with the whole roster. And every team has their own story, and just with it's always so important to don't let what you don't have keep you from using what you do have. And our pieces found a way. We got better. We're resilient and we're humble, because when you're humble, you can improve. This group has humility. They want to get it right. They're not trying to be right. We make mistakes. That's basketball. There's hundreds of mistakes in a game, but we cleaned it up, and we never made excuses. These guys could have called it, made excuses, and well, it was because of this or this or this, but we didn't do that. We got players playing out of position. Players, we're trying to mix some things up, playing ISO based on matchups offensively if we're not in motion, and reinventing the wheel who we were offensively. If you rebound the ball, you bust out. We've never done that. I've never had a team. If you rebounded the ball, you brought the ball. Never had it. Never. We didn't. We're not. We're a team that certainly, obviously, has some weapons at the three-point line, which is great. But then how do you figure out how you get all those looks? You still have to penetrate. You still have to kick. You can't run a set every single time because teams in our league are good. But our ability to create and unselfishness to kick, if you look at that, of our 29 field goals, we got 13 assists because we've got. We've got 13 assists, but we're usually 65–70% of our field goals are assisted. So I am proud. I'm proud of their commitment to live a lifestyle that would give us a chance to do this. At my age, I'm fine with it. I go to work and go to the grocery store and go home. I'm good with that. That doesn't bother me a bit. I've been that way a long time. At their age, I probably wouldn't have wanted to do that every day, but they did. They've had a great, quarter academically, and we'll finish with this quarter academically, doing really well. We just didn't make excuses. If this is what it is, this is what it is. It is what it is. Let's make the most out of it. And as tough as it's just a hard pill to swallow right now, but that doesn't diminish how proud we are of how they handled all of this, to go through this and be able to play and continue to play. And can we get to the conference room? Can we get to 13 games? And then on top of that, get so much better, as Taylor alluded to, which is very, very true the last month.
Taylor, talk a little bit about, Coach kind of alluded to it, the journey. First, we all know that you weren't sure if you're going to be eligible or not, but when you got back on the floor and then the stops and start of the season, the protocols, the testing, how much of that did that weigh on you? But at the same time, how much did you take from that to become the player that you are now?
Yeah, especially for myself, being an international athlete, it was pretty tough making the decision to come over and actually do all that. But I mean, UCSB and all the coaching staff have done an amazing job of just making sure we're safe, face masks everywhere, testing 3 times a week. So they've been really good on that behalf and having us, having our backs, I guess, with everything. But we only got shut down once, which is pretty good, but we still were able to train. But I guess the journey's been pretty unreal. No one thought we were going to be having a season, let alone playing games, let alone myself and Megan even playing this year. So it's just everything that I guess myself and we've all got is just an added bonus. Getting here, like a perfect place for me to fit. But yeah, it's been really good, and UCSB have done an amazing job of getting us on the court and just getting us ready to play, and the coaches getting us ready to play physically and everything on the court. But it's been good.
We started meeting with Zooms before we ever got them back to campus, even in the spring meetings.
Yeah.
Once everybody had the decision to return or not to return, we would respect and support all of those decisions, which we did wholeheartedly. And then it became, let's do whatever we can to give the seniors a chance at a meaningful season and let them decide. Danae is returning. Nat and Danae and Mira have big fish to fry. They have, and Bree have opportunities when they graduate this spring. But we were going to do everything we could do to give the seniors a chance at a meaningful season, whatever their decisions were. That was back in the spring. And I believe we did that. And it took everybody to do that. And Taylor's alluded to it, and John McCutcheon and Kelly Barsky and our administration have been, those people have more than 24 hours in their day. They have to, because just the sheer workload they handle to put this all together. And we were the first ones. We were the first teams back, us in men's basketball, to go through everything and figure it out and how does this work. And they had it. It was smooth. It was the levels of communication have been unbelievable as far as on the front end, not on the back end, not where we've got open lines of communication and communicating like what do you want us to do, what do we need to do. Same thing with the players. And we've all been coachable in a sense, and their leadership's been incredibly important for us. It gave us a chance, and then everyone buying into how just you have to live to be able to do this and stay safe. I mean, obviously, which is the most important thing. If you win anywhere, none of our kids got COVID. That's a win. When we got a chance to play a game, that felt like a win, right? And then obviously there's yes, you want to be successful and win the game, but it's hard right now. But we're going to look back and go, we really did pull this thing off. Because the thing is, it wasn't about wins and losses. Could we stay healthy? That was the most important thing. Could we do this and stay healthy? And we did.
And final question here, Mike Clan, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, I'm just curious, have you ever been involved in a game where you scored 90 points in regulation and lost?
No. Good question, though. Yeah, no. Absolutely not, no. I don't think so. It might have been a long time. I doubt it. I don't think so. This seems like a new feeling, so. Yeah, just, got to get a couple stops, got to get a couple rebounds, take care of the ball. We're going to look back, there's one. Bree's tore up in the locker room, but Bree, she doesn't get an offensive rebound, we don't have a chance. Nobody wins or loses on a last possession. So that does not, the fact that she got in there and got an offensive rebound and got it up to try to get to the free throw line is more than we would have had if she didn't. So we certainly want to be clear about that. Games are won or lost through 40 minutes of play, no doubt.
All right, thank you both for your time.
Thank you.
Safe travels back to Santa Barbara.
Thank you.
Congratulations on staying healthy.
Yeah.
From COVID all season long, and we'll see you again next week.
Right, appreciate it, guys. Thank you.